All right, back out in the cluttered workshop, and it's time to finally work on getting the well pump going. So this is what we got. As you see, it's only 10 gallons a minute. They said it'll probably flow 15 without the pressure tank, because we're not going to put a pressure tank on it yet. We're just gonna, when we cut it on, we're gonna run it till we cut it off. Not concerned with pressure, concerned with volume. So yeah, so they said it's their 10 gallon per minute rating is supposed to be for when we have a pressure tank, which cuts it down significantly. So we're looking at 15 gallons a minute. And obviously, if you can do the math, if you can do the math, 15 gallons a minute is not going to get us a whole lot. So to be honest, before we turn it on the fence of whether I should have spent this money. Mrs. Beely is definitely in the camp of that I shouldn't. We'd put it on the schedule way back. It took a long time. The guy called me, hey, I'm ready. And I just went with it and did it. Because I know we're going to need water back there eventually for animals. And we're going to put a couple of Airbnb cabins. So, you know, I knew we were going to have it eventually anyway. So I'm like, well, so I guess I shouldn't say that I'm questioning if I should have done it. Just should I've done it right now if there's not other more important things in the budget. But hey, we all want to see some water pumping into the pond, right? So there we go. So we got it. We got it now. So let's get it going, all right? So yeah, I mean, there's people that are in areas where they can pump a lot more water. The flow around here is just, you know, it's only so great. I mean, it's 11 gallons a minute, 400-foot deep well. We're going to set this at 300 feet, and we're going to see how much it really flows. Because, I mean, when we drilled the well, the static water level was 21 feet below ground level. Now it's about 8 inches. So, yeah, that whole area down there is wet. Like I said, we're going to pump. This system is not going to have battery backup on it, so we're going to pump until it, you know, sun goes down or it's not getting enough energy from the panels to pump anymore. And so here's how this deal works. It's 2-piece. This is the bottom. This is the motor. So this is the real heavy part. Yeah, 230 volt pump, 4-wire. This sits on top of that. All right, so those, you see the teeth there, fit into the teeth there. And yeah, there we go. And then this pumps out the top here. So we have a one-way valve, which I never remember things when I'm filming. It's like later, so then I pop it up and, you know, I'm like, man, my intelligence level is low. But a check valve. I remembered it now instead of later. Okay. So check valve goes on top of this, boop, which keeps all that weight of that water when it cuts off, just forcing down on the pump vanes and things. And then we have a torque arrestor that's going on the pipe. So all I'm doing really is just putting these pieces together where it'd be, I thought, a little easier and clear to film. So it came with this. I had to order this separate. RPS has been really great, but like complete kit doesn't mean that they've thought of everything you might need. Just everything, the minimum what you need to get it going. So no fault to them, just it doesn't come with the check valve. And so since you're going from a female thread, and normally out of the box you could just put that on and just where the pipe clamps on. So since we're putting a check valve on, the check valve is female thread on both ends. So we have to have threaded nipple, so it's threaded on both sides. That goes in there, and then the check valve goes on there, and then other piece will go on there. So it adds, yeah, it'll probably add another 8 inches. We'll measure it. We'll add 8 inches or so to the, let me take the rubber band off of this. All right. Dog would not come out. She was like, it's too cold. She was around this morning and kept out for a while. Brought her back in. She's like, it's too cold to be out there. I don't know what you're doing. All right. So this is the check valve. And look, it's got a handy dandy arrow on it that points. Now, that means that's the way the water flows, not the way you need to install it. It does not mean point towards pump. That's not right. So the arrow indicates which way water flows. So you look in there, see that it's closed off. So the pump pumps, and it has, this is set to a predetermined pressure, and it opens. When it opens, it lets water flow. Anyway, see, that screws in like this. And it also screws into the check valve. And then that screws in there. Ooh. But Josh, what is it that we don't have? Has it been that long since you did plumbing with me? Man. Tape. Yes, Teflon tape.
Make sure it goes clockwise.
Dog standing next to you, Josh. I think she's blaming you. Make sure the arrow's pointing up, which is the direction we're going to want water to flow. Huh? Huh? Every once in a while, Josh. Every once in a while, I do something halfway intelligent. It's a rare occurrence. So you got to be around for when they happen. All right. Extra ooga ooga time. Dun 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 dun. Thanks, Doctor. Well, that sure is mighty fine right there. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh. So what you're gonna do to me? Huh? Come on. Haha, you left your reindeer behind. What are you gonna do?
No, help me, Doctor. Save me. Save me from this evil, Mr. Beaky. Help me. Help me, Doctor. Help me. Help me. Help me. Ah!
Come here. Come here. Sit. Thank you very much. Yeah. Look, Dog doesn't trust James's driving. We're about to head down to the big pond well and finally get it going. Just, I can't believe there's so much is happening. You think you're gonna get to it, whatever. Anyway, we're testing out the T1000. So we got this in. So there's, when you make the waterproof connections on the wires, there's a little heat gun you use. So I thought, hey, that'd be a great test for this. So I charged it up when it came in, have not touched it since. It's been sitting, so 7 days. Let's see how much juice it's got. So you charge the thing up, you know, you're going on a trip. You would have just made sure it was topped off before you left. But, you know, you're like me, you didn't. So you go to the shelf, what we got? 100% still, bam. All right, we're gonna try and get the well going today. So the next step is to take the 300 foot of poly pipe, 1 1/4 inch, and lay it all out. Then I'm gonna connect it to the end of the pump here with the 3 clamps. Then I'm gonna go ahead and do my, to the end here with my 3 clamps. Then I'm going to connect, we got this aircraft cable, and that's gonna be my safety wire. So we're gonna run, it's got this right here. You can use that. So we're gonna run that so that, you know, if something breaks or there's an issue, hopefully it doesn't drop to the bottom of the well and we could pull it back up. There's a torque arrestor that we're going to put on it, show how this works. And then there's the submersible wire. So instead of having 4 wires you know, wrapped up and trying to keep that straight, that's all connected together. So we'll make our connections tight, and then we'll tape it every so often on the pipe, and then when all that's ready, then I'll get the guys and we will lower it in there and hopefully not drop it to the bottom of the well. I uncoiled the pipe I'd ordered and accidentally ordered the copper tubing standard like a dummy. So if you're ever ordering pipe, CTS is copper tube standard, and NPS is national pipe standard. And I needed NPS. I ordered CTS. So the main thing to know is that CTS is basically the outer diameter. So if you order a 1 inch CTS pipe, it's basically going to be 1 inch on the outside. And NPS, the inside diameter, would be 1 inch. So yeah, I screwed up. All right, we're gonna get started on this pump install finally.
It's blowing hot heat, good too.
All right. So we brought the little battery pack that we're testing out down here. We use it when we do our connections and, you know, whatever else, and report back on how well it's doing. All right, so that's how deep we're going down in the ground. So this pipe is 300 feet. And then the pump's another 2 feet. And we're gonna have the pipe sticking up out of the top of the well cap about 2 feet. So we're going about 300 feet. So it goes all the way to the road where James was walking from. And the well's 400 feet. So the bottom of the hole is another 100 feet past what that is. What do you think?
Do a little bit of untangling. It's straight now.
Now, can y'all believe James had the idea of gluing this PVC together?
No, that was Jeffro. Don't play that. That wasn't my idea. I had a feeling you go gluing it together, and then they said, no, your pump's down in the ground, and how are we supposed to get it back up?
With that aircraft cable we're going to tie to it. Anyway, I was able to find some cable, some pipe. So that's fine. We're going to use that pipe for the feed pipe to the lake. We got this pipe that we're going to keep for future. Which will probably end up being what we run from the other well to get us water. What?
What?
Oh, I seen some kind of smirk on your face.
No. I was getting ready to just wipe my mouth.
Oh. So now get the end of the pump of the pipe and start asphyxiating things together.
Did you get a knife?
Nah, went all the way up there. Go get a knife.
It's alright.
Alright. Get some clamp action. Man, what you doing? Huh? Yeah, we'll put them in a little bit, clocked a little differently.
I don't think that's really gonna grab much, but
Might grab something. We're gonna know in a second. What are we doing now, Mr. Brown?
you're gonna run the cable through, double loop it, and then, well, first we gotta slide it through the crimper.
What do they call these things? A ferrule?
Something like that, yeah.
I don't know.
I just call it crimper.
Crimper. All right. Yep. And then, this is what we're using in lieu of safety rope. Oh, super grip. All right, so me and James down here, we just got the drop pipe ready. Gonna put the pump in when we get back. But we got a call and something we ordered has come in. Yep. All right, we are getting ready to put this thing down in the pipe. So we're gonna slide that on down, and when we get close around in here, we'll put the well cap and all that on and the other clamps and blah blah blah, and then slide it on into place. And let me show y'all how close the water is now. There it is. See it right there? I mean, that's it's ground level. I mean, it's so we're gonna be pumping probably today. Depends, because even though once we get that done, we still have stuff to hook up, but I'll probably hook it up temporarily just to, you know, make sure we're good. But we got to connect all that pipe. We got to decide where we're going with that. I bought all the disconnects and everything. So yeah, I say go over the very top. Is that what you were thinking?
Yeah.
Yeah, no sense in trying to go through that hole. All right, see you in about 25 years.
Hold it right
Hopefully.
there so I can climb through.
Are you going in there? All right. James gonna be inside the hole and I'll be outside the hole. You see how close the water is?
Yeah. Water's gonna spit out that pipe.
Yeah. All right. Already in the water. Look at that. How's it going?
If I can get it to pull.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna feed it to you.
Oh, Wow.
That's what it is, Jake. Time to pull the whole thing.
Yeah.
Why didn't we get Tater?
I don't know. Might call him to come down here. It's coming though.
All right, hold on. Let me reposition. All right. Here comes the white piece.
Yeah.
5 feet. All right. Whew.
Oh shit. I felt it hit one of the rims. Where it, you know where they piece the pipe together?
Yeah. What?
That water's coming up.
Let me see. Oh yeah, because we're displacing.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's going back down though.
Whew.
You getting your workout today?
Yep. You know, it's just going to get heavy on your end.
Yeah, I know.
I just want to make sure we got a hold on it to get near the end, you know.
You hitting ground.
There ain't no way I'm hitting ground.
I'm hitting ground.
They charged me for 400 feet.
I'm hitting ground.
We will have a big problem.
Like literally, I'm hitting ground.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, it's in there.
Yeah.
I've got to get a different well cap, but it's in there for now. We got our aircraft cable and support. Make sure that doesn't go anywhere. But unfortunately, the sun has gone down, so we're not even going to do a quick hookup test or anything tonight. We'll get some more parts from the supply house and do all the hookups tomorrow and get it pumping. What is tomorrow? Thursday? Yeah, tomorrow's Thursday. Yeah, we're good.
Yep.
Yeah, today's Wednesday. All right, so there you go. All right, we're gonna go see if the well will turn on. No clouds in the sky. So if it doesn't turn on now, then we're never gonna end up juice. So we're gonna know. Look at that, fountain's going, water's up decent. A little bit more to go, but we're getting there. Getting there slowly. They're quacking at me because I ain't bringing many treats. Huh. What? Alright. Woo! Yeah, that sun is shining now, boy. We don't get it now. We ain't gonna get it. Alright, dog. Let's see what we get. Well, there you go. Look at that. Smells good too. Wow. That's pretty amazing. James want to go cutting 50 feet out. How about finish this project first?
Yeah.
Then we'll worry about cutting 50 feet out. All right. So he's going to trench, run our little pipe from here. And then we're going to do some tees and some other little stuff and blah, 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 blah. And another pump, a surface pump for us to pump up to the little pond if we want to. And which will most likely not actually be from out of here. It's when that pond's full, we're going to have the ability to pump from there up there. So we're going to get started. I got this piece that goes in the drop pipe, which then feeds into the union, which will then come out and go into the 90. And then let's see what we got. Got a pipe that goes down and goes out to the pond, so we got to go get from there to there. A T with a 3/4. So I'll take this, and that's what I'm going to use to tie on a couple of spigots on each side, so that we can and they'll have quick disconnects on them. That way we can just run out with hoses to the upright sprinklers that we've got. So this time when we put down grass seed, if there's no rain in the forecast, we'll be watering ourselves and hopefully have a lot better results. All right, let's see. Yeah, so it's like if you like Legos, it's like a Lego puzzle. You get all the little pieces together and lay it out and hook it up one time without glue. Make any marks if there's anything that needs to be clocked. So I use tape usually, but when I'm going in the PVC threads, I use this stuff. The drop pipe, then that goes to feed over, which will then be put into all this. Right, dog? He's like, what are you? All right, had to make another big run to Lowe's. See if we're collecting buckets. But I tell you what, there's never enough buckets. Not bad. So a little portable power station just put 90% in my GoPro battery in no time, like 15 minutes. So that's good, that's helpful. So that's one of the things we always run into. So next, I've just wired that temporarily. I've got to put the Liquid-Tight into there, and I've got a cutoff box that the wires to the pump will go into the cutoff box and the feed. So then we got to shut off for power, and then I've got that little 3/4 pipe sticking out. That's going to feed for our irrigation. And then I've got a main cut off there so that I can cut that off and just have the irrigation going. Then it goes down through here. It ends up over here. And when it gets here, so I've got 2 cutoffs. I can also cut it off there, and there's a reason for that. I'll explain that in a minute. And then that goes to the pond, to the big pond. So I can cut that off, and if I cut that off, then it flows that way, and we've got another cutoff up there, but it flows that way and goes up to the little pond. And if once the big pond is full, if we want to set a big pump for that, then we're going to be able to tie into this pipe. I'll have a valve on the other end. We're going to be able to tie into that and pump up to the little pond. So that's why we've got a cutoff there. So that way, you know, I've got to give credit to Let's Dig, because I was talking about putting a big storage tank and pumping up there, and he's like, you got a big storage tank. 5 acre storage tank. I said, oh yeah.